Seconda parte di Syberia 3. Sempre io con la mia cara moglie cercheremo di capire un po' la storia. Ovviamente la grafica è quella che è, Play 4 e un po' legnosa, però va bene, noi facciamo gioco per la storia. Allora, ce l'avevamo lasciati che siamo usciti dalla clinica con la chiave che il fagiano ci aveva gentilmente riportato e adesso che minchia facciamo, ragazzi?
Dopo
Andiamo giù a
essere
vedere.
stati drogati
Ah,
da...
ecco, dopo essere stati drogati, felicemente drogati, presumo. Dai qui, andiamo a vedere.
Ovviamente.
Sì, si capisce tutto proprio. Va bene. Ok, andiamo con questa. Minchia, una più brutta dell'altra proprio.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Dottor Zammati.
I would like to leave this clinic. Would you mind telling me where the exit is, please?
Well, usually I'd have told you to go over to the other side of the courtyard to take the funicular that goes down to Valsenborg. But it seems Dr. Efimova has shut off the entire clinic for security reasons.
Guarda
The
caso.
funicular has been stopped until further orders.
I see.
Ok.
I'm looking for Dr. Zamiatine.
He's in his office. You'll find it in the small corridor back there. The first door on your left.
Pretty gloomy clinic. It could do with a bit of human warmth.
It used to be the fortress of the Dukes of Valsenborg, the ancient rampart standing against invasions from the east. The inhabitants of Valsenborg took refuge here and often escaped the besiegers through mysterious secret passages.
When did it become a clinic?
That was 20 years ago, thanks to Dr. Zamiatine.
Thank you for all that information. I'll be going now.
Maybe you should head on back to your room and wait until they say the funicular is fixed and back in service.
Sì, certo, subito.
I'll think about
Vado.
it. Goodbye.
Quello che sta non batta subito.
Questa qua, che
If it's for a
cazzo è?
regular checkup, the doctor's offices are behind the reception area.
Vabbè, sto facendo fatto un cazzo.
At this time of day, Dr. Zamiantine should be available.
Questo qua, no?
Dr. Efimova.
Vabbè.
Dottoressa droga.
No, così io. Cos'era questo?
Ah, hello, Miss Walker. How very delightful to see you up and about. Even if I really have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. Our dear Dr. Olga painted a far darker picture of your current state of health.
Dottoressa droga, non dottoressa Olga.
Lei è pazza?
No, lei mi preoccupa.
I don't want to say anything bad about someone you seem to appreciate, Dr. Zamiatine, but quite frankly, Dr. Efimova worries me.
Ah, and why is that?
She and her associate, Dr. Mangling, put me through a real interrogation. They're also keeping Kirk, the young Yukol, prisoner, attached to his bed. Not to mention the psychological grip she seems to have on everybody here.
Listen to me, Miss Walker. I know that waking up after a prolonged period in a coma is difficult. In such a context, anxiety attacks are very normal. But please, do not project it onto Dr. Olga. I'm not getting any younger, you know, and running this clinic is a very heavy burden. The last few years, Olga has shown she is capable of assisting me. I have every faith in her.
I'm not having an anxiety attack, Doctor. When I asked Olga to let me leave, she drugged me.
I know. Olga has informed me of the incident. According to her,
Accidente.
you were unfortunately
Però.
very aggressive and disturbed, and she had to inject a tranquilizer. Dr. Mangoling spoke to me about your violent tendencies.
But
The subject is closed, Miss Walker. But let me tell you that your insistence is misplaced. It corroborates, I'm afraid, the conclusions in your psychological assessment.
As you like, Doctor.
Please tell me about that pendant you have around your neck. I must admit I noticed it as soon as you walked in.
Gli racconto?
No, non
Non gli
ricordo.
racconto.
No.
It's a souvenir.
Of a good memory or a bad one?
Both at once, really.
Of course, just like with all memories, right? At any rate, what's currently important for you is to avoid being too haunted.
Dr. Zamiatine, I promised Kirk I'd go to the craftsman in Valsambor and bring back his mechanical prosthesis. The poor boy has been waiting for it for ages, so I'd like to try to speed up the process. Would you tell me how to get there?
Now there's a truly noble initiative, Miss Walker. I asked my clockmaker friend Simon Steiner to manufacture the young Yukal's mechanical prosthetic leg. He's a capable craftsman and ingenious. You'll find him in his workshop, near the Valsambor port. I imagine he must almost be finished with his work by now. He makes amazing things. You'll see.
Can you authorize my release so that I can see Dr. Steiner? Unfortunately, I've been told that the clinic is in lockdown.
You will have to ask Dr. Olga, Miss Walker. She signed the current order to lock our establishment down. She's in charge of giving out the passes.
Ok, quindi devo andare là a ciucciargli la passera, praticamente, giusto?
This book should answer any of the questions you may have about our Yukal's friends. Farewell and bon voyage, Miss Walker.
Why did the Yukals ask you to heal Kirk?
On each of their migrations, the Yukal shamans and I have exchanged medical knowledge. Their trance therapy and materia medica have provided astounding results for my patients affected by psychological afflictions. In exchange, I do what I can to take care of those injured that they can't heal using their traditional medicine. Like, that poor boy who lost his leg.
It's really necessary for me to ask Olga's permission to leave? You're the director of this clinic, after all.
Olga is my right-hand woman. I can't keep her uninvolved in current matters, Miss Walker. She is also currently your doctor. You should really talk with her about it. She isn't as evil as you seem to believe. You'll find her in her office, most probably.
Devo andare là e ciucciargli la figa, va bene. Dobbiamo fare i bravi. Documenti. Osserva. No, basta, tutto qui. Messaggio culturale. Basta, non c'è un cazzo praticamente. Ok. Ok. Perché tutta questa cosa cosa mi serve a fare? Ma questa cosa, scusate. Cosa mi serve a fare tutta questa roba?
Ho capito che ti hanno preso il controllo e che...
Ok, va bene, andiamo avanti, devo dire dopo.
The American is awake. You must hurry, Colonel.
How is she doing?
Miss Walker is rather restless. I had to administer a tranquilizer, but I'm afraid I won't be able to keep her here for very long, Colonel. She is very quickly going to become a problem.
Kate Walker will always represent a problem for us, and also for our cause, Dr. Olga Efimova.
I can use methods that are more... how should I put it? Medical.
Not for the moment. That isn't a very good idea. I want her back in good condition. And what about the tribe of nomads?
Just like the past 2 years, Lake Valsambor hasn't frozen over, so the herd can't cross the ice. They're stuck here. And also, their young guide is still in our control. If everything goes as planned, soon the Yukuls will have no choice but to go back home. Especially as I have a plan to speed things up.
No, qui c'era scritto qualcosa.
There's also the American detective colonel. He should be arriving soon.
Let him meet with Miss Walker if that's what he wants to do. No point alarming him just yet. But when all is said and done, we're the ones who are handling the young woman's case. No American is going to come here and tell us what to do.
Quindi presumo che parlai non c'è più un'opzione.
No.
What? Where did she go?
Cazzo c'è qua?
All sorts of sedatives and tranquilizers.
Qua non posso andarci.
Questo prende qualche cosa.
Ma se io da qui riesco a leggere la capitana.
Hello, Miss Evimova. I'm here to see you two. Kate Walker. It really is you. What a coincidence. I've been looking for you for weeks.
Mr. Canton, I presume?
Ah, I see that my reputation precedes me. Miss Evimova must have told you I was coming.
No, I just now learned of your existence, Mr. Canton. A while ago, my employer in New York informed me that he was going to stick a detective on my back.
I don't like to boast, but I'm the best detective on the East Coast. Never a problem with me. I've been asked to bring you back home safe and sound, Miss Walker. I should be in Valsambor in a few hours.
Quindi?
In tutti e due i casi gli dice di no.
You've got yourself in a real mess, Miss Walker. So I suggest you try and answer me.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Canton. I'm sure that finding me hasn't been easy.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
I'm afraid this might upset you, but I'm not planning on going back to the United States for the moment, Mr. Canton.
To be honest, you don't really have a choice. The U.S. Justice Department is looking for you, and I even have an international arrest warrant for you, Miss Walker.
Bene.
Who'd have thought?
The feds are looking for me? But what's the charge? I've done nothing wrong.
Embezzlement! Apparently you took off with a contract for the sale of the Clockwork Toy Factory in Vorarlberg. And you took advantage of the seller's senility. You're even suspected of being responsible for the death of one of them, a Mr. Hans Vorarlberg, the last heir authorized to sign contracts with the company you represented. That's not negligible. You know, Miss Walker.
This is completely ridiculous. And as far as I know, you aren't authorized to represent the Justice Department in this country. You're just a detective. So you'll have to put up with it, Mr. Canton. I'm not going back to New York with you. So leave me alone.
Wait, Miss Walker. Please be reasonable.
Goodbye, Mr. Canton.
Ok, quindi quelli là che vogliono, ci vogliono per X motivi, basta, no? Ok. Quelli là che ci vogliono per X motivi,
Devo
questi.
prendere il sedatino.
Fammi vedere.
All sorts of sedatives and tranquilizers.
E questo qua che ci vuole mettere in prigione, va buono.
farli commerciali.
Non lo so. Ok, apriamo questo. Dobbiamo mettere quella forma qui. Ma non c'è modo ovviamente, perché sto provando, non so io. Oh, cominciamo bene. Andiamo un attimo a vedere prima che cazzo di forma c'è. Che darsi, devo vedere. Ah, ecco un po' più brava, figa. Cos'è? Verde, arancio, rosso o blu. Allora, aspetta. Qua era verde, arancio sotto. Io ho perso. No, questo qua era un verde, era tutto di verde, no? Cazzo!
Verde, blu, verde, verde, blu.
No, verde. Blu. Rosso.
No,
Verde.
Rosso e arancio.
Ottimo. Devo andare fuori dai coglioni. Più o meno. Che la dottoressa devo cercare lo stesso.
Charming.
Bene. Un po' di cadaveri, dai.
Hurry up.
Yes, Dr. Elfimova. I'm doing whatever I can. Get this damn tap open in the end, you'll see. That's it.
Well, that should convince the Yukon scum to strike camp and go back where she came from. Come on, Helmut. Let's not hang about here.
Yes, of course, Dr. Efimova.
Cazzo, Petrolio.
What a catastrophe.
Ok. Puoi chiuderli te. Serve troppo sforzo. Aspetta un secondo, voglio vedere cosa c'è di qua prima.
Too dangerous without some kind of receptacle underneath.
Io penso proprio che devo andare via. bloccato, va bene. Contenitore.
You've got to be kidding. I have to get rid of this chain.
Quindi
Fast.
cosa sarà? Quello là sarà acido. Soda caustic si chiama, perché la soda non lo scioglie il tempo. Sì.
This thing is stuck. What a catastrophe.
Io già fatto. Una scala. Non ci fa cosa.
Io sono. Fatto così.
Ok, ecco.
Non sta dietro.
No. Non di quello che tu usai. Solo suggerimenti.
Sì, ma
Charming. Charming.
E poi da fare
What a catastrophe.
per l'acqua per aggiungere. Guarda se dentro di là c'è un po' da qui.
An old gas can, empty. An old gas can, empty.
Quelle benzine. Non metterne troppo. Ah, Madonna.
questa è come la fuga del secondo con Hans che scendi dalla tomba praticamente, che volevano intrattenerti pure lì dei preti.
Ah sì, me lo ricordo. Sì, quando non c'è una barca, va bene. Ma come te lo risalgo?
Uguale, quello che là esci nella tomba dal monaco, dal monastero, poi esci nel fiume praticamente.
Ah, faccio sto cazzo. No, amore.
Sì, perché è caduto dritto.
Andrebbe giù dritta, non così in orizzontale, però va bene.
Che belli quelli. Ovviamente nevica, lei è vestita così.
Quickly, or all ostrich is lost. Miss Catwalk, help please! What yukels do to great spirits to deserve punishment?
Enganimuk. Tuk. Bikolet. Miss Catwalk. Senvenu tuk. Mininir Buruth.
I wanted to warn you. Your ostriches mustn't drink the river water. It's important. They can get really sick.
Buruth still find way to keep some. But snow ostriches always want and need much water. Or they get very sick too.
Try to hold them back as long as possible. There must be a way to filter the river water.
Unganimuk. But Miss Catwalk, go quickly.
Miss Kate Walker.
Hello, ma'am.
You remember me, Miss Kate Walker. Me, ayahuasca. Great Yukul shaman. Me go there and find you somewhere there in the world of the spirits.
So you're the one I owe my life to, Madame Ayahuasca. It's you who cared for me before taking me to the doctors in the Valsambor clinic. I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Tuk girl. Miss Kate Walker go clean river water right up there. Since she traveled long time in magic world, spirits now her friends. They will show her the right path.
Very well. If you say that the spirits are going to give me a hand, I'll try to do that.
Andiamo a vedere come fare ad aiutare.
The Yukels are going to be overwhelmed here soon. I have to help them, quickly.
Miss Catwalk must do something! Quick!
Miss Kate Walker must now quick go upriver.
Ladies and gentlemen of the spirit world, if you want to show me the way, now's the time. Just had to ask, I guess. This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
dobbiamo chiudere tutto ovviamente. Che cazzo. No, dobbiamo far passare l'acqua, no? Cazzo, dobbiamo fare.
This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam.
Dovremmo arrivare sul verde, giusto?
I have to find a way to use this dam to filter the diesel. I have to try.
Insomma, che cazzo duro sono. Quello sotto serve per filtrare. Questo. Quello sotto, quello a metà è sotto per il flusso, quindi dovrebbe essere aperto sopra, aperto e chiuso, vediamo. E il flusso non va ancora bene. Questo sopra di sicuro. No. No, ragazzi, non credo. Vabbè, sì. Sotto penso filtrare, non fa filtrare di sicuro. Dici di chiudere quello sotto poi. Anche perché non c'è scritto una vera e propria descrizione. Io la metà appena appena e basta. E poi ogni... Ok, mamma mia ragazzi. Come dicevi te, era da chiudere quella sotto, ok. Va bene.
The water is clean now, but who knows how much damage has already been done.
Cosa fa sti cazzi loro adesso? E presumo che posso entrare.
Bairla, Miss Ketwalk. Thanks you and spirits. Ostriches saved.
Be careful all the same, Mr. Barut. The dam filtering the water may not hold very long.
Sa! Yukos leave here fast to make sure Ostrich is safe. But not possible without Kirk. Him our guide.
I just came from the clinic. Kirk and I shared a room.
Sa! How going, Kirk?
He's fine. Don't worry, Mr. Barut.
Tuk. So why him not come back with you?
Perché lo stanno drogando, semplice.
It's taking a while to finish his artificial leg. It would seem.
No, Kirk. Yukos cannot leave here. So ostriches want continued journey without Yukos. Can't keep ostriches here very long. Ostriches cross Lake Valsambor alone. And then eaten by lake spirits. Tuk.
The ostriches crossing the lake, so that has to be a part of the migration?
Tuk Tuk. Baranur, on other side of lake, is path of sacred plains. Ostriches lay eggs in hot sand on sacred plains. But lake, not anymore frozen, so not be able cross.
Listen, Mr. Barut, do your best to calm your ostriches while I go to Valsambor. I promised Kirk to go get his prosthesis and bring it back to him.
Bartla Tuk. Miss Ketwalk, you friend of Yukol's.
I'm going to speak with the shaman now.
Ayahuasca will be very happy. See Miss Ketwalk. She go with you and around you a lot in world of spirits, so they free you. You not die because of her.
Va bene. E ragazzi, seconda parte per stasera. E per stasera è tutto, la seconda parte è finita e vi porteremo una terza parte il prima possibile. Ciao a tutti.